I look a mess. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my first vlog. I don't know why I'm doing this. I feel like I have some stories that I need to spill. But I feel like before I get to see any of the humans in person, I'm gonna end up dying. Because like, literally, when I like, sorry, the light just went red, so wrong. So, I'm still recovering after last week because it was a lot. Okay, Monday, like nothing, who cares? Tuesday, they were like filler days, you know what I mean? What happened? I can't remember. Too much happened last week. I don't know what day was which and if it was AM or PM. Okay, I've gathered my thoughts. I remember what happened. Thursday afternoon, I went out for lunch with my friend. And then we ended up like shopping, but then we still went out because I needed to pick up my bag from the club, which I had left there last Friday when I blacked out drunk because the bartender gave me free shots and it was a whole thing and I made a fool of myself in front of all my new dorm mates. So we had to go to Roppongi. Then we ended up going to Shinjuku for like food and like a drink. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Shibuya. And my friends were like, you're leaving us? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm doing that. Like straight club. And the guy kept accusing me of like hiding chocolate when I was walking in. He was looking through my bag and he was like, why you have so much shit, man? Why you hiding chocolate? Some 7-Up? I'm like, who are you? He found nothing because there was nothing. No, there was a bottle of Sprite. Thank God I didn't find my medication. It would have been like, fuck. I ended up getting drunk. It's really weird for me. I could never do that. But in the club there was this girl and she was like, it was her first time ever clubbing. She was so sweet. She was like literally like 4'2". She was so cute. And then all these like lads kept coming up to her being like, hey baby. And she was like, whoa, all the boys here are so nice. I was like, girl. So I could play at like 6 a.m. And then me and my friend, we went to the 24 Kaikan, which is like this 24-hour onsen. The same one that we met the Yakuza at, but they weren't there this time. We ended up staying there until like, my friend went home at 3. And then I was like, fuck, I have to meet my friend. Or was it a date? I don't know. He takes with me as a friend, so that's great. Go for fit at 7. And it was already 3 p.m. I just like an hour to get home. So I was like, if I leave now and go home for a nap, I'm gonna like not wake up on time. So I just stayed in the onsen and met this Belgian guy. Oh my god, so much saliva. I like fell asleep in the porn room because they have like beds on the ground. So I was like, can you wake me up in like an hour and a half? And he was like, sure. And I met up with the guy that I'm in love with. And he was like, oh wow, you look really tired. And I was like, it was really nice. And we just like talked and we went for drinks and then like we talked for like hours. And then it was midnight and he was like, I better go home. I have class in the morning. And I was like, oh, I'll walk you. So I walked him home and we ended up spending an hour standing outside his apartment building talking. And I was like, oh, bye. I guess I should leave now. And he was like, oh, bye. He just turned and like left. I was like, love that. This was Friday night, by the way, so I had been out for like 30 hours at this point. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, both. I went back to the club, got drunk again, and then we went back to Clum's like a hotel room. And then when we got there, I was like, fuck, I left my bag in the club again. So this bag had been out of my room for like 2 whole weeks at this stage. And I was like, fuck's sake, the 4 of us shared one single bed. Don't know how that worked. Took some cough medicine. I was like wolfing that shit. And I was like, oh yes. Woke up at like 1. We went to McDonald's in a Burger King crown. And they're like, the death stares were like intense. And I went home at like 2 to go sleep. And I came back. Didn't have my bag at this stage. But I still had my wallet. So that's, you know. Went home, slept, went back out to Shinjuku. Was meant to be there at 8. Got there at 12:30. Because, you know, friends were like, oh wow, you look well rested for the first time in like 3 weeks. I was like, well, thanks. Because I actually slept today for like 2 hours. Ended up staying sober like the whole night. This was Saturday night by now. And I was like sober the whole time. Met these Americans, they were like fucking drunk as fuck. And I was like, well, I would never drink. I was like mixing drinks like all night. And then just before everyone was leaving, I like ran into the club to get my bag. And then I took like 3 shots of tequila and left. And I was like, bye everybody. And they were like, bye Alex. The tequila shots like slammed into me. I don't remember what happened. Woke up on a step and I was like, whew, still got my phone, still got my bag, still got my... Where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? Gone. So I like ran to the police. I had no battery on my phone. Ran to the police. I was like, oh my God, somebody like stole my wallet. Somebody like stole it. Like I was pickpocketed. They were like, oh my God, that's so bad. And they were like, what's your phone number? I was like, I don't have one. And they were like, cool with that. They're like, what's your address? I was like, don't remember. I was like, it's in Japanese, I don't fucking know. So they were nice about it though. They were like helping me. And we worked out my address together. It was very nice. Please give me this slip that I need to get to like reissue my ID. Oh my God. Because it's my fourth one like this year. I mean like 2018. So even halfway through the year, bitch. The Japanese government is literally going to think I'm like selling IDs at this point. In Shinjuku with no money, no way to get home. Just like chill, no phone, battery. So I was just like, all right, love that. But I remembered I had my charge in my bag. So I went to McDonald's, really busy, and they were like, can people who are not eating please leave? I was like, oh, I'm short. So I was like charging my phone for like an hour. And I texted my boss. I was like, I lost my wallet. And he was like, love that. My other boss was like, oh, I'm getting a massage in Shinjuku in like an hour. I can like leave money at the massage place for you. I was like, babe, stun him. So she did. I went to the massage place and I was like, hi, I'm Alex. And they were like, oh my God, you're the dumb bitch. I was like, that's me. And she left me like a bottle of water, a rice ball, and like 1,000 yen. And I was like, oh my God, absolute babe. At this stage, and the sun was out, it was like 27 degrees. And I was in the clothes I was wearing for like 3 days. I just like walked around because I didn't know what to do. And I knew that the club that I go to was open at 6. So I was like, I'll just like bob around. I ended up going to the park and I was like, oh, it's a park. Just walk in, walk around for a while. That'll kill some time. Got in there and they were like, 200 yen to enter. I was like, not doing that. So I sat down and then out of nowhere comes my friend from Kilkenny, which is like fun, and his Japanese boyfriend. And they were like, oh my God, babe, what's up? And I was like, lost your wallet. And they were like, babe, we'll pay you into the park. I was like, oh my God. And we walked around the park for a while. And then they were like, at 4:30, they were like, oh, the park is closed. I was like, okay, I had to leave. And then they had to go to like Yokohama. I was like, who does that? So they left. And I went to Shinjuku again. And then I saw this like parade passing by. Really fucking hungover. No money, no family, 16 in the middle of Miami. Sitting there watching the parade like this. And all these tourists were like, oh my God, look over there. There's a parade. It's crazy. Let's take pics. I was like, get on my fucking way, Barbara. My mom called me because I had texted her in the middle of the night like, oh my God, Mom, something's come up. Call me. And she called me and I was like, oh, Mom. Hey. And she was like, hey, I'm just like on a trip. I was like, oh, look that. She was like, yeah, we're in Maynooth. I was like, that's not a trip, Mom. That's like a fucking errand. She called me. She was like, yeah, drank a bit too much last night, you know. On my way to go get hotel breakfast before it stops. I was like, love that. Anyway, lost wallet. And she was like, oh, standard. But I told her that I got pickpocketed. Oh, I feel bad. I was sober at this point, so she believed me. But then clock struck 6. I was like, Mom, gotta go. The bar's open now. And it's free on a Sunday, so I just like walked in and sat down. I was just like sitting there charging my phone at the bar for like an hour. And this guy messaged me on Grindr and he was like, kind of cute. And he was like, oh, I'm staying in the Ritz-Carlton. It's like a 5-star hotel. And I was really hungover and he was like, you can just like chill. There's like free food and drink here. You can just like go to sleep if you want. I was like, oh my God, babe. It was like a 50-minute walk. I was like dead at the stage. I'd been awake for like 40 hours. Hungover, smelled like shit. Dead thirsty, dead hungry. And then I walked the whole way. Got to the Ritz-Carlton. It was really fucking nice, 5-star hotel. It was on the 49th floor. And the view was amazing, the room was amazing. But then he was like way fatter in person. I was like, okay, you took your fucking Grindr picture like 6 years ago at least. You knacker, I hate that. But he was American, his name was Brad. I was like, okay. And he was like, I was in your country like for Paddy's Day. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I wasn't. But it was really nice. So I sat there for like 2 hours, watched Ghostbusters and some crime documentary, which wasn't good. It just made me really angry because the people were innocent and they got locked up. Oh, it's a whole thing. Anyway, I'll tell you about my review of it next video. It's fun. It was like 5 a.m. I was like, I'm not going to sleep. And I had class at 10:30 and I can't mess up because I'm in a group project for this class. So I'm like, if I fail this, like my whole group fails. And I'm like, I can't do that to them. So I had to go. But I had to read like a short story to prepare for it. I was like, fuck. And I also didn't have my key because my key was in my wallet. I was like, fuck. So I texted my roommate. I was like, oh, I got pickpocketed. Oh, so sad. Can you let me in? And he was like, yes. Oh, but before this happened, I had diarrhea. Because like my body was in shock after like the events of last week. I had like diarrhea like in his hotel room. And he heard it. Keep a classic girls. Can you hear the train? It's so loud. Can you stop? Fucking rude bitch. Home. Read this short story. I was dead. I had slept 3 hours in the past like 4 days. I was just like reading this short story like, oh wow, it's so good. Went to the class. Hadn't eaten, hadn't drank, well I had some water. So I was like so full. And then I went to the class, like trying not to fall asleep the whole time. Then my group was like, oh, can we meet to prepare for our project? And I was like, yeah. We went to the canteen, but the canteen was a full go. So we like couldn't sit anywhere. And then the girl was like, oh, I have class at like 1, so I have to go. And I was like, bye, see you, hon. So we're like, we're gonna meet at 3. So like, okay, I can't sleep because we'll meet back up at 3. But I went home, told my landlord I got pickpocketed, and he was like, ha ha ha, I'll get you a good key. I was like, love you. This is my 6th key this year, so that's great. And now I have a key, and I have emergency money in my room because this always fucking happens to me. So I was like, prepare for next time, slut. And I did. That's what you do, girls. Prepare. Girls. Then I ended up going home, eating food, which was crazy. I hadn't done that in like a week. So I had a solid meal from 7-Eleven. Gourmet. And I went back to meet with my group, and I met them. I did like 10 minutes of work, and they were like, okay, your portion's done. I was like, you guys did like hours, and I did like 10 minutes. And they were like, it's okay. And I was like, wow, love you girls. I went back home, got into bed. I sat down. I was like, oh, I need to like do laundry and have a shower. I really need to have a shower. I do laundry. Laundry was everywhere I goes. Sat down on my bed and my body was just in a bit. Like my rib was so sore. I kept thinking I was having like a heart attack because my rib just kept stabbing like my left rib. I was like, oh fuck's sake, I'm dying history. So I ended up just like not being able to move for like an hour, and then I fell asleep at 5. I had like an 8-hour sleep block, and I woke up and I was like, oh, 8 hours. But then my body was like, no. So I went back to sleep. I ended up sleeping for like 16 hours total. I was like, I stood up and I was like, oh my god, my body's in bits. So I ended up not moving all day, sitting in bed all day. The only time I left was to go to 7-Eleven to get like dinner. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell am I? Oh, somewhere in Japan, it's fine. Then today, Wednesday, woke up, did the same thing, stayed in bed all day, only left to go to 7-Eleven. Oh my god, I was eating crisps for like 2 days, still have diarrhea. My roommate went to bed finally, so I was like, now I can leave my room. So then I came out here to go for a walk, and I was like, better vlog all this shit so that like the Japanese police know when they find my body, like why I'm dead. Goes. Don't drink. I keep telling myself I'm not going to drink, and then I get a message from my friend and he's like, oh, I'm DJing at this thing on Friday, hope you'll come. And I'm like, well, I have to support my friend. And then I go and I end up out until like 7 a.m. 3 days later, and I'm like, oh, whoops. Anyway, girls, better go. Where the hell am I? I'm gonna go to McDonald's.